Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This week we're going to be making a pendant. So I'm still undecided on the exact setting. I don't know if it's going to be flush, bezel, or an attempt at claw prong setting. I am going to go through all of my stones and see which one is speaking to me today and see what we're going to be making. I've already done flush setting and bezel setting. I haven't done claw or prong settings yet. I've attempted to do so, just didn't turn out good. And I also didn't have the right solder, so it literally was such a booger to work with. We'll see what we're feeling. I'm gonna draw up some designs and see what we end up doing today. This is a project I'm working on, not necessarily for video. I'm working on like studs. They're gonna be flush set stones and they're gonna be birthstone earrings. They're gonna be garnets in here, but you can obviously get whatever birthstone you want. Perfect for little kids or just an extra earring in your stacker earring set, or you just want some birthstone studs. Oh, I think I'm wearing it actually. This one, if you can like even see it, I don't know if you can see it on screen. It's just a flush set stone. It's literally just the earrings except in pendant form. Also will be birthstone. I'll have some birthstone options in my shop very soon. I just have to finish them up, polish them, take photos of them, and offer the different stones and price them all out per stone and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm totally getting off topic. Here's my stone box. I'll actually take it out. I really don't have that many stones. I wish I had more, but stones are expensive. So here's my stone tray. So given all these different stones that I have, you know, if you ever want a custom or you're thinking of a design, you can always reach out to me and I'd love to work up something for you, especially with all the stones that I do have. So don't be afraid to message me, DM me on Instagram or send me an email. Just let me know. Yeah. Ugh, this is gonna take me way longer than I thought. Oh, I could do like a little mini moonstone necklace. Like a little itty bitty moonstone. A little itty bitty moonstone. A little 7mm moonstone. Rainbow moonstone. Those are very pretty. Oh, the issue is that I love rings so much. And so everything I have, I want to make it into a ring. But I know everyone doesn't wear rings. A lot of people wear necklaces or earrings. I actually looked it up and it said earrings were the most bought jewelry item in 2023. And so, I don't know. This is pretty much the design process. This is the thought process that goes behind the pieces that I make. I found some stones that I like. I think I'm going to draw out some designs and then see how we're feeling. I have some drawings. Unsure of what I'll end up going with, at least for this video. I do really like the turquoise design, but I'm unsure if I have enough time tonight to get it done. I have tonight and tomorrow to film, so we'll see about that. I really do like that one though, so that's definitely the design I'll be going for when I do use this turquoise, whether it is this video or not. Here's another turquoise, peridot, moonstone, pink sapphire, labradorite. These three are the most simple, at least the bezel one is definitely going to be a work in progress, given I've never done a bezel with that. I also was contemplating whether or not it should be a claw setting, which I might end up doing a claw setting, not this video. Well, I kind of want to practice it a little more before I try making a video. But yeah, we'll see about that. I might make that a claw setting at some point. So I think we're going to be doing the pink sapphire today, just because it's simple, and if you guys are beginners, it's a good starting point for making some bezel jewelry. But I might attempt to, not today. I'm not going to attempt this today. So this is the back plate. This is what I'm using for my back plate. And this will be my bezel wire. I did order my bezel wire a little too thick, especially for a beginner. It's doable. I found my way around it. I tried making a video a couple weeks back of bezel setting, and it went horribly. I still have some of the rings that need to be finished up because I just don't have all the equipment needed to set them, because the metal is so thick that I can't do it by hand. I need a hammer and punch, but then I need the thermolock to keep the piece steady so I can use a hammer and punch, if that makes sense. So I found a way around it. I basically just kind of file the edge of it down just enough to where I can fold it over the stone. It also gives it like a clean look, so it works. So I'll show you my method for when you order too thick of bezel wire. So I decided on the labradorite and the moonstone. I just love these two types of stones so much, like with such a passion. They're just so beautiful, and I love their sheen and the luster they give. So we'll be doing moonstone and labradorite. We're just going to be cutting them out on our back plate and then cutting out the bezel wire. So you want your bezel wire to go right where it starts to curve in. So right there, you want it to be that height. I go in with my millimeter gauge and I kind of just glide down until it gets to the flat part. And then I do like an extra millimeter above. So like this little part here looks like it's about 2.1 millimeters. And I'm just gonna follow it all the way around all of the edges just to make sure it looks right. Then I take my millimeter gauge at 2.1 and just put the edge of the bottom of the millimeter gauge against the edge of the metal, and I just make a line all the way down just like that. And you can kind of see it when you're cutting. You can see it, which is kind of really all that matters. But let's see, that's clearly a good amount. That's clearly a big enough size. Let's say about right there. Oh yeah, see that? So then I just kind of eyeball it when it comes to the size amount. So I'm just gonna cut right here. And then just shape it around and then cut the excess off. I know that seems really wasteful, but I usually use the excess for the bales, so it ends up, working out just fine. So we have our bezel wires cut out. I'm just gonna shape them and make sure that they fit perfectly. The one for the moonstone, I am gonna have to file down a good portion because I definitely made it a little too thick, but what can you do? You could probably be more precise. Probably, that's something you could do. So I have our two bezel wires formed in shape. Nice. All right, looks like we did pretty decent. Now I'm just going to let those cool for a second, put them on the back plate and make sure I get a nice portion cut out. I'm probably gonna cut out. All right, so we have our labradorite and moonstone in their bezels. They fit pretty good. I shaped them so they fit really nicely around the stone, obviously, and then we're going to now solder them onto their back plates. All right, so now that we used medium solder for those, we're gonna be using easy solder for this, so that we can use the extra easy solder for the bales. So you wanna use your hardest solder of choice first, and so you can end with your easiest solder last. So I'm just gonna cut some chips in there and put them in. Again, I'm using easy solder now because I used medium solder for the for connecting them together. Nice. All right, little detail balls are added. So let's get these cut out. So basically what I do is I take my pendant or whatever I'm adding the bale to, and I kind of just position exactly where I want it to be laying, and I look at the edge and see how round of a slice I need to make. So I just go in with my pliers and just do a little divot in the metal, almost to where it looks like a little circle's been taken out, and I kind of just line it up and make sure that it's sitting flush, That way it's not fully on the back side. If it's on the back side, the way your pendant lays will be kind of like facing like downward when it's laying on your neck. So I prefer to have it like actually on the piece, not on the back side. From what I can see, it looks like it's sitting pretty flush. So I'm just gonna lay this aside and get it set up for soldering. So pretty much what I did is I'm using my charcoal block and I set it up to hold the O-ring, and I'm using my third arm to hold up the pendant, the part that actually holds the stone. So it's at like a good length. It's at a good height of where exactly I want the O-ring to be sitting on the pendant. So I'm just gonna go in with my flux and solder this bad boy so we can see how it looks and start making up the bail. Before I solder any jump rings or bails or anything to my pieces, I am going to just file them down. I've already kind of started on this one a little bit, but you want to have like a clean working surface, because if you try to attach any jump rings and you have like some weird spots sticking out like you see in this backside, that's pretty much where the O-ring is going to sit. That's going to be like really difficult to file this down later on. So you want to get it over with now and then attach your jump rings. So that's what I'm doing, just filing it down. So I have them set up in a pretty goofy way. So I'm doing a double bail. I don't have a thick enough wire that I like that looks good with this. I have to order some more, but we're just gonna use this. I think it'll still look cool. So I have them set up really goofily just so I solder them correctly. I'll show you what they look like after, but I just wanted to show you that I am moving on to the soldering process. And then I'll be throwing them into the pickle pot and polishing them up and having them ready to set. Okay, so I just finished soldering them. They're a little bit warm, so I'm trying not to touch them for very long. But here's the double little bail. I think they're gonna look super cute, so I'm kind of excited. Even though it's not initially what I would have gone for, I actually really like it. So I'm going to throw them in the pickle pot and get them polished up, and we'll be setting some bezels. Alright, so I did a bit of filing with my electric file just to clean it up. I just took it out of the pickle pot. I'm about to go in and polish up the pieces, and we'll get into setting. Alright, I have them polished up. I'm going to toss in the stones and secure them in my vise for some stone setting. I still don't have thermo lock, so I've been using my, what's this called again? Dop wax. I've been using my dop wax. I tested it out and it actually worked pretty good. I think I just wasn't using enough of my dop wax. Once I started using enough, I was able to actually secure it in and really hold my piece in. This is one that I literally just finished setting. I have to like polish it again because I did get a few scratches here and there, but once I sand it back down and get it polished, I think it'll look really cool. It's a Mexican fire opal and a moonstone. I love this ring. It's not my size though. It fits my pinky, but you know, if you're a size, I think it's a 6.5. If you're a size 6.5 and you like this kind of style, I'll be uploading it to the shop soon. I might just put it on my Instagram story to see if anyone is interested. But yeah, and I got some punches from Lowe's? No, Home Depot. So from the video you guys saw, if you did watch it, about the bezel setting tips and tricks, I only got 2 out of the 6 pieces done. Now I have at least 4 out of them done. These earrings I still need to complete, but I will get them done shortly, hopefully after this video. But I do just want to get these set and completed for you guys. That's my main priority right now. So yeah, they're all polished up. Insides are dry and nice and everything. So I'm just going to pop the stones in first and then heat up my dop wax and place them in to set. So we'll start with the moonstone first because I'm very excited for this. I think it'll look so pretty. I got her placed in and she's gonna look so pretty. I'm very excited for her. Actually, now that I realize that my earrings are kind of the same style of this, I really like the ball decor, but this is gonna be a pendant. Super excited. She's gonna look so pretty. Oh, okay, there we go. So as you can see, she's pretty crazy right now. I'm gonna lower it. You don't want it to be on its like harshest flame. Okay, so you don't want it to be the type of flame you would solder things with. You wanna turn your flame to where it looks more like a lighter, where you see the yellow flame at the end. Because this is rubber, and obviously you don't wanna be melting rubber. It's not very smart. You wanna be very precise in doing so, because you don't wanna like obviously burn anything. You don't wanna inhale any fumes and all that. So I'm just gonna let it cool for a second because you don't want to like crack your stone from the heat. So I'm just gonna let it cool. Okay, I'm gonna pop that sucker in, push it down so it's really secure in there, and yeah. All right, and then you just let it cool for a second. I can zoom in now, I think. So I'm gonna be taking my punch and hammering it. This might be really noisy for you guys, so I apologize. I'll edit the noise down so it's not like excruciating to listen to. But so you can still see what I'm doing and hear the tapping. So I'm gonna zoom out so you can see me actually doing this. So I like to hold my hand. So, okay, are you gonna be able to see what I'm doing? Oh, actually, I think you will be able to. Yeah. Okay, cool. I was kind of worried I wouldn't be able to like actually get this on camera. Okay, so I like to hold my hand like such. I probably could do it that way, but the way that I hammer it off to the side is really awkward for me. You probably will see me do that though. I like to hold it almost like how I would. That's my left hand. It's odd being in your left hand because like I'm not left-handed. But so I just kind of, I like the grip that I have doing it this way. So I take my punch and I'm using just a regular old hammer. This is like a deranged one. I'm using the flat end, obviously, not the ball end, but you literally just tap it. So with this, you wanna, it's not on the stone currently. I'm just trying to show you how I do it. So on my right hand, I use my hammer. My left is how I guide my punch. I'm having to do this the old-fashioned way because I don't have a Fordham and I'm saving up for that tool, but this is what I have to work with now and it's the cheapest option for me. So if you're a jeweler running on a budget, and you can't afford them, then you're right there with me. So I kind of hold it as secured as I can. I kind of pinch it in between my pinky and my ring finger, just so I have the security of it. It's not like going super wobbly. And so I really secure it in my hand, right? And then what I would do is I line it up in the angle that I like. I'd probably say like a 45, maybe 55 degree angle. And then I just tap. And you kind of work your way along, right? So you just kind of work your way along the metal like such. Mind you, I'm not actually hitting the metal. I'm just kind of showing you. Yeah, so I'm going to try my hardest not to cover the actual pendant so you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, just going to... Oh, another thing. You want to start north, south, east, west before actually like setting your things. So you want to go... I'm starting south, technically. So south, and then I'm going to go in north, and then I'm going to go in east, and then west. That way, while you're setting, it doesn't get like super wonky and weird looking. It kind of just keeps it secure the whole time, so it's not like getting disformed or anything. I think that's why. I don't know. I just see every video that someone is stone setting, they always do north, south, east, west, and then they do the extra. I'm not exactly sure why. I probably should look that up, but that's what I've been told to do, so I do it. All right, so south first. Ready? Oh, golly. I'm a little nervous. Okay. Okay. South is secured. Let's see if I can do a north from this angle. Oh, see, my vise is kind of getting a little wonky too. This is a vise I got from Harbor Freight. Ugh. It's not like a jeweler's vise or anything, but does the job. Okay. You can't see me from here, but I'm about to hammer. Okay. Okay. I have my south, north. Okay, let's go west now. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So again, you just kind of secure it. It's better to take as long as you need. I make sure you really have good connection with it and you're not doing it too hard. You don't want to crack your stone. You also don't want to scratch your metal, or at least you want to prevent it from scratching. If it scratches, it's okay. You can always buff it out, but you want to try your hardest not to do that. All right. All right, last but not least. Oh, this is an awkward angle. All right, now that I have my north, south, east, west done, I'm just gonna go in, and here's another way that I do it, which is really awkward. I hold it like I'm gonna stab someone. I hold it like a knife, like I'm gonna stab someone. And I use my thumb to really like hold it still, and like I pinch it with my fingers, obviously. And I use my wrist. I use the side of my wrist and lean against my vise, because it gives me a really good control. And then I just tap, tap away. And I guess I'll do it at a different angle so you can actually see what I'm doing now. And another thing is, while I'm tapping away, I kind of move it with, like I go against, and I tap, 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 tap. Alright, I'm covering the camera now, you can't see, but I'm holding it over like this, and it's inside like that. But I'm covering it, so it looks like this, but I'm doing it this way. All right, nice, okay. Nice, 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 nice. All right, I think we are ready to pop this bad boy out. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, she looks so pretty. I wonder if you guys can see the sheen from this from here. Let me get my phone flashlight. I feel like you can see the sheen and the luster better. There we go. There's a reason they call it rainbow moonstone. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, that one really looks like a rainbow too. Oh, I love it. And I don't mean like a fake rainbow, I mean like the real rainbow you see in the sky. God's promises rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of this. It looks so cutesy. There's a little bit of cleanup left to do on the edges just from punching it. So I do have to go back in with a little bit of a file work and some polishing, just a little bit more. But she's like pretty much ready to wear. I'm so happy. She looks so cute. Okay, cool. Next is the labradorite. She's gonna look very pretty as well. Yeah, she's gonna look real pretty. All right, let's do this. So I just finished polishing. I probably have a bit of residual polishing compound that I do need to clean off, but they look so pretty. I love them. I think they're so cute. I'm definitely going to be adding these in the shop. I have, I think, like 6 more labradorites and like 9 more moonstone. So I think I'm going to add this into the shop as an option for a necklace. Maybe even earrings, we'll see. At least for the moonstone it would be earrings. I don't know about the labradorite, I feel like they'd be too heavy. But yeah, I'm gonna put my phone flashlight on to see how it looks with it on above it. Yeah, look at that. Wow, look at those, so pretty. Very happy with them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned something new. So I'm trying to make it look like it's on a necklace, but I don't have a necklace on hand right now. so it looks really funky, but